tu amigo John Madrid y
Bella Garcia. Hi, everyone.
Garcia. There you go. I wanted to start it off in Spanish just to let you guys know we are English and Spanish here, and it is Walk Through Wednesdays. So we have a special edition today. We're gonna get into the details in a moment. But as you can see here at the bottom, it says check out our inventory. Of course, crazy sales. And also, it's going to talk about in a second the event that we have that we're co hosting on the 19th. So we're going to be promoting those as well. Of course, it's for a great cause, right? Don't you agree, Bella?
Yeah, definitely. It's our opportunity to give back to those in need for the holiday season.
Agreed, 1,000%. And giving back to the community is what we want to do, and that's basically part of what we're talking about today on this walkthrough Wednesday. So let's go ahead and we're going to move slowly through the slide, but let's go ahead and move there. Okay. So, in other words, before we move forward, we're looking at our current inventory. So, we're winding down the inventory that we have. We have three, but we're showcasing the first two that we need to sell immediately. And that's the reason that we got very aggressive. So, también los voy a decir que este miércoles tenemos un episodio especial. Ya estamos acabando las casas que tenemos disponible para moverse de una vez hoy, pero también les quiero recordar y decir que vamos a estar hablando de dos ahora que están ya listas para moverse de una vez y le ponemos el precio muy, 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 muy bajo o un descuento muy, muy, muy grande. All right, guys, so just reiterating, we do have three homes left in our inventory, but we're highlighting the two that we need to move ASAP. Our goal is to get them sold this week or no later than next week because these prices are only going to last through the 15th. So I'm going to kind of explain how that's going to work. Okay. So, real quick before, well, there you go. She switched over anyway. It's all good. So, we'll talk about the first one. So, the Lila is a 16 by 76 3-bed, 2-bath that we have located in Stonegate, which is one of the nicest communities in Midland. And it has a waiting list there. So, that house, we sold it a year ago. It is a 2023. Okay. It sold for 129 a year ago. We pulled a data comp, which is the appraisal. It appraises all day at 109. So we had it on sale for that price. We did a promotion where we lowered it down to 99. Right now, we have it lowered all the way down, as you can see right there on this screen, to 85. So the reason we're doing that is for a couple of different reasons. Number one is we're wanting to encourage those of you who are looking for an investment property, something to, let's say, pay cash for and rent out, especially in a community that has a waiting list for rentals, or somebody who wants to buy the house cash and then turn around and resell it. You could sell it all day. Again, it's valued at 109. So we're talking to, again, and we do have financing available. So, but if you're interested in the Lila and moving into Stonegate and you want to finance, then you need to apply today so that we can turn in your paperwork, which the basic paperwork is like your ID, social, your check stubs, your last 2 years of W-2s, your last 2 months of bank statements, wherever it is that you're going to get, your down payment out of. But again, most importantly, what it is that we want to do is we want to give you guys a price, and we are basically at our cost so low that number one, you can pay cash for it if you recently sold a house and move in and not have a payment at all. Or if you're looking again for an investment property and you want to pay cash for something, have something that you can rent out right away, that's going to be the way to go. And again, if you're looking to finance, we're not excluding you at all, but apply today because we have to, for us to honor this price at our cost and do the financing still, what we would do is we would go ahead and get you, through, underwriting and all that this week, order contracts by next week, because our goal is to move someone into one of these beautiful houses or both of these beautiful homes by Thanksgiving. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So the next slide, it tells you some of the amenities and the upgrades that it has that are considered standard in this factory. So metal roof, obviously un techo de metal, y voy a cambiar de inglés y a español para decirle que sí hablamos los dos idiomas. El techo de metal pues va a ser mejor de uno de shingle, por ejemplo. Okay. No carpet. So nobody out, especially out here in West Texas, is looking for carpet. They want, flooring throughout. This one already has that. Fiberglass bath and showers. Again, one piece fiberglass is the best way to go. That way you don't have the three-piece plastic showers. They're easier to keep clean. They last longer. They're easier to repair if a crack happens in them. Ceramic sinks and nickel-plated faucets. I really think that's an important thing. The best, example that I like to bring up, Bella, is if you have a curling iron and you put it down on a plastic sink, what is going to happen to that plastic sink?
That sink is gonna burn and it's gonna stay ruined forever. Trust
Gonna
me.
melt. You're gonna have to replace it. But with ceramic, it's not gonna happen. Steel faucets, not gonna happen. And again, they're just more durable and they last longer. Okay, so 2x4 construction. All right, so and it's good that you switched over. So 2x4 construction, like right there, we're showing you one of the master bedrooms, one of the guest bedrooms, and also the kitchen. Every single wall in that house, whether it be exterior wall or interior wall, is going to have 2x4 construction on the interior and exterior, which means you have a better built home, a heavier house. It's going to withstand the wind better. And most importantly, if you go to hang a TV, you can hang it on any wall that you want. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so the 146, that house is in Airline. We recently had it, professionally cleaned. We do have the appliances in there, stove and fridge. The fridge is stainless steel. That house, we pulled the data comp on it. It's valued at $90,000. We've lowered it all the way to 65. Okay, so in reality, we were going to sell it or are selling it for 70, but it does have some cosmetic repairs that it needs. It's probably about $2,000 max in materials, and normally in construction, the labor is about the same. So let's call it 4 to 5,000 max. If you wanted it in perfect, pristine condition, but it's livable, it's habitable. There's nothing crazy in the house. So we went ahead and just gave you the instant credit of 5,000 to lower the price down to 65. Now, again, when we talk about that, there's also people who call in every single day. We have a good relationship with Airline. I have rentals in there. People love to live in there. It's got great amenities. It's got a gym, a swimming pool, a new playground for the kids, full blown basketball court, PO boxes on site, laundry room on site. I mean, you're talking about everything you could need and would need. The buses pick up the kids there, in the community, which I think is pretty cool, don't you, Bella?
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you have the younger kids, they don't have to walk far from home. They pick them up right there in the community. It's
Super
safe.
safe. They run background checks and all that good stuff, right? And another thing that I almost forgot about is those two built-in desks, which in other words, you have two built-in desks in a 3-bed, 2-bath, single wide. So if you have like a home business or you got kids that you want them doing homework, not in their bedroom, so that you can kind of still keep an eye on them, or just put yourself in an office mentality for you to do your own, at home work or whatever it is that you have to do. It's already built in, ready to go, so you guys can utilize that space. Again, this house is valued, and we have the data comp at 90,000. We lowered the price down to 70, but because it does need a few cosmetic things, which again, probably about $2,000, $2,500 worth of materials, about the same in labor. We lowered the price down to 65. If you want to just take it the way it is, or we can do 70 and go ahead and just do the repairs for you. It's not a problem. We would do it at move in. But again, we're looking for somebody who, an investor or somebody who's looking to pay cash for a house, who's looking to rent it out right away with a demand in a high area. That's going to be, these are the houses. So si estás buscando algo para comprar en efectivo, moverse allí y no tener pago, o comprar algo en efectivo y rentarla, estas dos opciones están maravillosas para ustedes en este miércoles. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So again, these deals won't last long. You have until the 15th. That means to order contracts or pay cash for it and us offer this cost pricing, because we're giving it to you at what it cost us for these homes, because we're trying to liquidate our inventory out so we can bring in new stuff, because we got a lot of cool, exciting things. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next one. So upcoming events. So this one I think is super important. At the top of the description, the very first link is for the application. So if you guys are looking to do, to get, financing on these homes, apply today so we can again order contracts by next week and get you guys already all that way. Okay. And then the second link is one for Regalos del Corazon. What that is the event that we're co hosting and co promoting on December 19th. We have 150 kids that are going to benefit from this. They're underprivileged. They don't have any Christmas presents, anything like that. So if you know of any families that could benefit from this type of event, please click that second link, type in the family's name. We'll reach out to them, vet them, and add them to the list. And most importantly, for us to be able to do these kinds of events, we are looking for donations and sponsors. We have sponsorship levels as low as 500 up to 5,000. Every dollar amount helps. Okay, so as you can see in this one right here, it says Regalos de Corazon, looking for sponsors to make families' Christmas wishes come true. So on the left, well, let me put it this way. Well, let me see right here. The green one is for the families. The red one is for the signups, for volunteers, things like that, because we are going to need help setting up the event area that we're going to have here. I might even shoot a live a little later just to kind of show you the courtyard on where we're going to be doing our thing. But most importantly, it's the holidays, guys. So I know I've been there. I don't know if you have, Bella, or not, but sometimes there just isn't enough to go around for Christmas presents, right?
Yeah, definitely. Especially times like this now, it's hard, and
It is.
we really just want to make sure everyone has their necessities and a little extra.
For sure. And the most surprising part that touched my heart is most of the kids that are asking for presents are asking for like necessities, clothes, shoes, socks, shirts, sweaters, jackets. So that really makes me happy and makes me excited about being involved. And we also said that, for each of the houses that we sell, we're going to also personally donate 1,000 per house that's sold before Thanksgiving, correct?
Yes.
There you go. So that's $2,000 that Move In Next is going to sponsor, or we'll even match sponsorships up to 2,000. In other words, so we're looking to help, and that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that these kids have a great Christmas and all that good stuff. All right. So is that the last slide there? And it says, oh, there you go. Don't wait, buy now. All right. So call or text 432-201-1105. You can email yours truly, John at moveinnext.com, or Joe Angel at moveinnext.com. It's got our socials there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to all of our different platforms, which regardless of which one it is that you're watching, even if it just popped up, right now on whatever it is that you may be watching this. Because again, we're looking not only to move two families in before the 15th, before Thanksgiving, so they can enjoy their holidays there, or, help two investors who are looking to purchase properties and rent them out. That's another thing that we're looking to do as well. So we want to make sure to take care of you guys in that aspect. Okay. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and move to that last slide there so we can just zoom my ugly face right to the center of the camera. But either way, Bella, do you have any closing thoughts or remarks before I close out with my thoughts and remarks?
No, not really. Just to piggyback off of you, like, right, we're pricing these houses ridiculously low, so take advantage of them now while you can. And if you want to contribute to any way to our Christmas festival coming up to help the families in need, that'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, outside of that, I think we're ready to wrap up.
All right. Well, she said it best. There's not much I can add to that besides call today, 432-201-1105. We'd be more than happy to give you a personal tour of any of these two houses. Pay cash for them, or if you're looking to apply now so we can help you and your family.